guns. An AP quote by Lindsay Zwicker, a staff attorney at San Francisco-based law center to prevent gun violence, saying that after 2008 shooting in Massachusetts, Connecticut, prohibiting anyone younger than 16 years of age to handle a gun at a shooting range. Now, Winkler stated that, this is according to an article posted on the NPR website by Eder Parata, stating that he asked the Winkler if, where's that at now? He said that he asked Winkler the latest incident would lead to changes in the industry standards. He said, I was surprised that if the industry brings out new standards, that there would be great hesitancy by the industry to adopt national rules of standards, and they think this stuff is the best individual judgment. Question of the week. And I posted this last night right here. Question of the week. Do you think that kids younger than 9 years old should handle a gun? I say no. Okay, I mean at a firing range. I say no. I think that is much too young to handle such a weapon. And we're going to continue talking about this right here on GJRB Online, the Gary Russen Program here on GJRB Online. I hope you're sticking around. We got a great show lined up here for you, and we got some more good stuff coming your way here on GJRB Online. Be right back with more of the Gary Russen Program in just a moment.
Imagine one day tuning around on your internet radio only to find a station playing old radio programs complete with commercials and thinking, what am I tuning into? The past? You might be, or it's just GJRB Online and Radio Land. A day of nothing but classic radio shows back to back with classic commercials in between. Like the days of radio. Almost like your computer is picking up signals through time. Closer than you'll ever get to time travel. Radio Land.
New shows coming this fall on GJRB Online.
That sound more like everyone else than anyone else. Hey, alright, it's Kip Casper.
Spreaker is the website which turns anyone into a radio DJ. Log on to Spreaker.com for listening to thousands of radio channels and start creating your own radio today.
And that's it for our news and commentary. Gary Russen, GJRB News, and I'll have more news later right here.
Welcome to this place. You recover and informed. GJRB brings you the Gary Russen Program.
Yeah.
Welcome to me as I talk about the news, sports, entertainment, and much more. And now, the Gary Russen Program.
Hi, back. Yes, it's me. It's Gary J. It's me, he. Back on the air. Freestyle Friday edition of the Gary Russen Program here on GJRB Online. We've been on the air for a while, but we do this thing now on our Friday Freestyle edition of the Gary Russen Program called Gary J's News and Comment. True news and comment. Dedicated to one of radio's best, and I did this show naming it, this segment, naming it after Paul Harvey, one of the greatest radio commentators in radio history. There can be no other in the 20th century that that changed the landscape of radio. Paul Harvey. So, in dedication to great Paul Harvey, I bring you Gary J's News and Comment right here on GJRB Online. Now, this was kind of a lengthy segment of the program. Being it was the first one, we will do this every once in a while, make it that lengthy. But I'm going to cut the stories down to 15 minutes, and I'm going to kind of play around with it a little bit. It's not going to entirely be this way all the time when we do this show, because I have a lot of other things I want to do on the program. But this is just an idea how we're going to do this news and comment segment every so often, because I kind of like this idea and I like this format idea. But I'm going to probably cut it down considerably. It won't be this long next time, okay? As a matter of fact, I plan on doing a little differently on this next edition, but I kind of like the way it was done. But I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna tweak it a little bit. I'm gonna fix the issue there. I'm gonna tweak it a little bit, and I'm gonna fix it so that it will be a little shorter, and the commentary segment will be a little shorter, and it'll be 15 minutes, what it's supposed to be. But I did this one well over a half hour because I kind of spread the stories up a little bit, and I cut a few stories down off of it because it was getting too long. So I'm going to make it now where this commentary, I'm going to do some news sound bites, but I'm going to cut some of the sound bites down and do my own commentary on this story, because part of the whole thing is Gary J's News and Comment. And yes, I do like the sound bites every once in a while in some stories and talk to it, but every once in a while we're just going to do a straight show. So this will probably be the only time you'll hear it done this way, basically. But every once in a while I'll probably durate it out. If I feel that there's some interesting news that we need to bring across, I will do it that way. But this News and Comment was well over an hour, so I'm going to go on ahead now and welcome you to the Gary Russen Program here on GJRB Online. Hello everywhere you may be, and welcome to the Gary Russen Program here on GJRB Online for today, Friday, August 29th, 2014. And welcome to the program. Glad you could be with us. I had a great time bringing this show to you, and I hope you're enjoying it. I've been I'm going to try this again, because every once in a while I get this happy birthday on my here it is. Excellent. Okay, here we go now. I want to spread a happy birthday around to some folks, mainly my sister Darcy in Pennsylvania. So here we go. Big happy birthday and 60th. Sorry, Darcy. They don't like me saying that, but 60th birthday today. So happy birthday spread out to my sister Darcy in Western Pennsylvania, about Pittsburgh and Ambridge. Happy birthday. 29th August 2014. I'm Gary J. Russen here on GJRB Online. Welcome to the Gary Russen Program. For today, we're going to stay on the air to about an hour and a half, maybe or so. We're going to try and squeeze it in there to like maybe 5:15 or so, but we're going to have a great time doing the Gary Russen Program. And I also want to say happy birthday to that, as well as yesterday with my sister Colleen and my granddaughter Savannah's birthday was yesterday as well. So we want to wish them a happy birthday from GJRB Online. All right, I hope you're going to stick around. Got a great show. I'm going to pray for everyone out there listening in the West Coast, especially in Napa Valley. You guys had a really bad earthquake on Sunday, registering 6.0 on the Richter scale. Terrible quake. A lot of damage to buildings. Napa Valley, I've been there. It's absolutely fabulous area of the country. If there's anything beautiful about part of the United States, it's Napa Valley. Absolutely incredible. You got to go there if you get a chance. Napa Valley is fabulous. The vineyards, the whole thing is just terrific to go see. And of course, that area along there, if you look down real closely, you can see the San Andreas Fault. It lines in that area, and that's why that got shook up so bad. That was a really bad quake. 6.0 on the Richter scale. They're still kind of picking up the damage down there. So everyone listening in Napa Valley, where prayers go to you, and I hope that a lot of your homes get refixed and rebuilt, because I got to tell you, that's a bad thing to experience. And here in the Midwest, here, GJRB Online land here in the Midwest, tip of Iowa, southern tip, southeast tip of Iowa is in it, but what they call the New Madrid fault line, we're about due for one of those. They had I remember last year, I think it was last year when I ran out of the Gary Russen program, and I don't have that program anymore, unfortunately. We played a piece like that, about a man who dreamt of Indianola, and the fact that there was going to be a terrific earthquake that would be along the New Madrid fault line that would split the Midwest. And covered that story last year, and I might revisit it again this year. Even though we don't have that show anymore, I might redo that piece again on a future show, because it is something that's terrible. I mean, really is. You got to imagine that an earthquake that strong in the Midwest would really tear up the Midwest really bad. And when we get back after 4 o'clock, I'm going to talk about this very thing, because it is something that I want to bring out, that we need to be on alert and have our emergency kits ready. Yeah, I mean, really, I get this in the mail once in a while here in Clinton. They have a packet that comes in. It's like an emergency information. It's sent in by our, by our power plant, by our nuclear power plant in Cordova. They send this out every year about springtime, dealing with disasters as tornadoes, earthquakes because it's the Midwest and the New Madrid fault line. And they tell you how to deal with emergency packets and putting together emergency packets, and it's something to be aware of. And I'm going to talk about that coming up in our next segment, because it's really something to think about. And also, our question of the week starts today. Do you think kids any younger than 9-10 years old should really handle a gun? I don't think so. No. What do you think? Do you think that kids under the age of 10, this girl is about 9 years old, so I'm going to go with 10, under the age of 10, could be younger even, should handle even an Uzi and go to the firing range? What do you think about that? Do you think that that should be, do you think they should do that? Okay, so I'm going to talk about that, because I feel that it's important that we bring this issue up, because remember now that this happened. Keep in mind what happened about a couple of years ago in Sandy Hook. That was a young boy, grade school, handling a gun like that. So we're going to talk about that coming up here on GJRB Online and Gary Russen Program. So tune in. Our next segment's coming up, and we're going to talk about that. And we'll be opening up the chat rooms for your opinions and a whole lot more coming up next. Be right back with more of the Gary Russen Program. Stand by. 15 minutes. We'll be right back.
If you are a new Christian, country, bluegrass, or jazz artist and would like your music to be played on GJRB's up-and-coming show, now's the time. Just send me an email containing an MP3 of your music, along with information of your band or solo artist. including city and state and origin and bio